The 8 states to most likely legalize marijuana in 2023. Number 1, Connecticut. After Governor Ned Lamont signed adult use cannabis legislation into law in June 2021, many industry stakeholders in Connecticut hoped and anticipated adult use sales would launch in the state before the end of 2022. However, unlike neighboring Rhode Island, Connecticut was unable to launch sales before the calendar turned to be the new year. Number 2, Maryland. Now that cannabis is legal in Maryland after voters approved Question 4 in the November election, it's only a matter of time until the state's adult use cannabis program comes to fruition. While ambiguity remains around when licenses will be rewarded, when regulations will be released, and when sales will launch, cannabis possession becomes legal in the free state beginning July 1st, 2023. Maryland's cannabis program will be run by the state's Alcohol and Tobacco Commission. Number 3, Missouri. Cannabis is now legal in the Show Me state after voters approved Amendment 3 at the polls this past November, becoming the 21st state to legalize cannabis. The measure allows Missourians 21 and older to possess up to 3 ounces of cannabis flower or any equivalent amount in other forms, establishes a lottery for adult use licenses, allows for home cultivation of up to 6 mature cannabis plants with no more than 12 mature plants per residence, imposes 6% sales tax, and more. Cannabis possession became legal in Missouri beginning December 8, 2022, which is the same date the state's Division of Cannabis Regulation began. Number 4, New York. After months of uncertainty, New York's Cannabis Control Board will in fact meet its self-imposed deadline to launch adult use cannabis sales by the end of the year. Housework Cannabis Company, located at Broadway and 8th Street in Manhattan, will be the first New York adult use dispensary to open its doors at 4:20 p.m. on Thursday, December 29th. Number 5, Ohio. Cannabis advocates in Ohio had their 2022 adult use legislation campaign suspended by a lawsuit, but the Buckeye doesn't stop there. There are currently 2 initiatives seeking support to legalize adult use cannabis in Ohio. The Ohio Marijuana Legislation Initiative, backed by the Coalition to Regulate Marijuana like Alcohol and House Bill 382. Number 6, Oklahoma voters will finally have their say on adult use cannabis in March. In October 2022, Republican Governor Kevin Stitt declared a special election to be held on March 7, 2023, to allow voters to decide State Question 820, which would legalize adult use cannabis in the Sooner state. Number 7, Rhode Island. The Ocean State launched adult use cannabis sales in the final month of 2022, becoming the 16th state to expand commercial access to cannabis for adults 21 and older. The opening of adult use sales comes just over 6 months after Governor Dan McKee signed the Rhode Island Cannabis Act on May 25th. Number 8, Virginia. Virginia's adult use cannabis program is in limbo, to say the least. On April 7, 2021, the Virginia General Assembly approved then Governor Ralph Northam's proposal to amend the state's bill to legalize adult use cannabis in 2024. Under the amendment, cannabis possession and home cultivation became legal in Virginia on July 1st, 2021, but retail sales aren't scheduled to launch until January 1st, 2024. Like and subscribe to receive a free cannabis ebook.